Hello and welcome. Right then, we're going to get stuck in straight away. Let's get cracking.
Change this one. No, I did do the mod as well. Yeah, I've got a mod that literally that is the model for this, and then I've got the actual mod itself in the mods folder. I'm going to get rid of the roof tiles and make it look a bit odd. It obviously was taken from a shed. The texture, and I like the wood, but it's got like these are the roof tiles. I'm just going to completely change that to wood. It's got the red nice there, but it's not picked it up there. This is very difficult to actually make this work, actually to alter something like that. So the red may well have to stay in it. It is the right colours. The roof again is wooden, but has also the wooden tiles, which sort of ruins it a little. Again, it's what I wanted as in the wood effect though. That's more like it. The BI colours will have to, it's got a bit of red in there. Yeah, some things you've got to have fit for the purpose that they're actually fit for. I might be able to change the banding and make that red, a little bit of red, just to sort of keep the BI colours going. But that's still not done the conflicts yet. But that's because I've been busy with something else. You will notice that the big grey is now gone. It's just the little one the same. So I've just got the dynamically loaded one, not the one that I added to begin with. But yeah, let's no, there is nothing there, so I can't. I've got to fly. Yeah, I have done exactly what I said I was going to do. I also got rid of this little building that was here. Yeah, to make a little bit of room. Because I really did want, and this is the last bit of lavish spending that we're going to have to do. I'm going to have to, like, reset that bucket. That's the only means I've got, really. Just a bit annoying. But, yeah, I wanted this to be the session, so let's just quickly... Oh, okay, I've got Xbox deciding to appear in the thing. This must be a button I press. Just reset that for now. Oh, we can see the damage circles in our field, but it is only fair. It's yeah, reset, yes, and then immediately. Oh, okay. Oh no, it has. It's all my life. Why? Okay, let's try and change that a little bit different, because that's not quite right. That's going to cause the same issues as we had earlier with the box. So no, that's not what we're trying to do at all. We're trying to click on that. Oh, really? No, we don't want to sell. Seriously. I have to try and click a little bit further, like right on the edge of that. Oh, wrong one. This is one of the things of the game, isn't it, that is really annoying, that you've got no... It's not what we want to do. You can't actually click on it. It's one of those things that it's impossible. So, in that case, we need to... No, that's not... Yeah, that's... You we will borrow. I'm not sure we can pull it out. That's what I'm saying. It's one of the... It's sort of now stuck in the machine. Oh, actually, it's in hours, so we should be able to do it. Apologies for, like, trying to ruin the illusion of Farming Simulator, but we actually can do it this time. Yeah, we can. Fantastic. That'll do. It's a bit messy, but yeah. I thought I'd get the bales done at the least so that we can set the fertiliser spreader, but I don't think it'll take. I think it has to be cut. So we might have to just have... Yeah, now let's carry on with what we were doing. Also, let's reset that. Because other than as a tool or a reset thing, I don't want to be really doing that. Let's go back and visit. I'd like to be fairly close to this as we're actually doing it. Trying to get the volume right, because I always recognise the fact that I've got a very soft voice, which means I have to have my microphone switched up and the sound turned down, and I've not quite got it right because I've got a new old setup. I'm using a speaker that I bought a few years ago. I always wanted to use, I never got around to using, and it was... For me, it was one of the dearest. It was a nice Sony, real good bass speaker, and I thought, oh, why don't you use it? Sitting on a shelf, doing absolutely nothing. Just do it. Grab it. So let's grab the British one, And we can see again, we'll tweak this over the time that we're doing this, but this is the last one that I want to do. So we're going to do exactly what I said. We've also made a little bit more room on the left. We sort of want them almost touching there at that point. Yeah, we know it overlaps. Only in a tiny little point. I've also got rid of the... I know it intersects slightly. In real life, it would be built around it. Right, fantastic. And we're going to have a look at it. Yeah, I'm not... As I said, I'm not sure about the green that's coming through. There, I can edit the original. It's obviously was wood originally. And you can still see the wooden texture slightly because it's a little bit odd on the original. So... that I'm going to do something about. I'm not really sure mouldy bricks are a thing. They are actually. Yeah, you could get away with it, but I'm not sure I like it. I do want it to be BI Industries, and I suppose we have got the red and the black. I suppose we could keep the dust, but this was the thing that was, again, you've got no control over the way that we have, if you understand the algorithm that's used to do it. But I just will bring a texture in and think, yeah, that's all right, because I don't know what to change. But it's bringing the bricks that it looks quite nice. It is actually, I quite like it, but it's obviously a bit weird because it's bricks, but it is what it is. Yeah, the only one that I can't, so I suppose we could keep the red and the black for the BI Industries, really, and then the rest is, yeah, we've got, I love these verandas because you can still store equipment in there. There is also the model where it's got yeah, everything is, and inside I changed it a little. Again, it's not bad. I'm quite pleased with the colour scheme. Again, it's looking shabby. It's all reclaimed materials, and yeah, I've got the white back. I quite like that as well. But I also like the proper wood because I did like that in the original. So that's back. So it's mainly how I like it. It's only weirdness is the front doors, although they are pulling from the right one. The white, it's doing its own thing. So the white must pull from the same as that white, and I'm quite like that. Oh, we're gonna have people walking through here. Ah, well, it is what it is. That's the price you pay for doing things like that. So yeah, that I'm quite pleased with that. It is very British in so much as it is brick. Just not very keen on the green. I might have a go at changing that to pull from the same place as that. You can still see it's got the board in the panel, but that's my fault. I can actually do something about that. But yeah, I just wanted to bring it in. I did quite a bit of editing on this to begin with. You can actually go inside it. I actually quite like it. I did have a foray into this, but you've got plenty of room now on this side. This, you've also got the solar panels. I'm not sure if you can have two generators. An FS22, I was always unsure if I had multiple generators, especially of the same kind. I mean, they're not, these are two completely different ones. One's a solar panel and one's, but I'm not sure if you can have an overlap. So probably we'll also put another quite powerful light over in this corner. Let's do it now. Yeah, let's sort it. These little tiny ones. I'm thinking over here somewhere, just while we're in this. I want to make, if this is the farmyard, as in this area. Is that? No, it's not quite. No, but it'll do. Will it? It runs sort of like, I don't know, it runs parallel with those buildings. Yeah, my eye, you've got to have something that you're choosing to go parallel with. This pulls outwards, so you're going to get a bit of that. Oh, I didn't realise I've got that's part of the texturing of that. So lights is what we're after. Oh, one of the biggies, I think there are grands. The annoying thing is obviously when you're editing, I could have edited one of these in, couldn't I really? These are quite nice, but the bigger one I think is the one I really like, which is, it's these grand ones. Yeah, these are really quite nice. But I think there's a Fora. No, that's the one I'm thinking of. That is a real beast. That will seriously, but it's, yeah, a grand and a half of hours. We could stick it outside. That's going to really light that up a lot at night. And we could also, this has got lights though, it has actually, and they're quite nice. But I think we're a little bit, this quadrant here is a little bit not very lit well, so I think we'll do, one in that corner. Again, it's not going to intrude into ours, but it should do a bit of light enough. And I think that's all right. We've already done the light for that one. I'm quite pleased with that. We'll again, that's looking a bit more like a silage maker, but it's still not quite right. But I will have a tweak of that next session. So yes, that's what we've done so far. I'm quite pleased with what we're achieving. Right, so I'm going to go straight into a bit of a time lapse. Let's get this little bit of work done. I've got to get back to the normal Let's Plays, but I thought I didn't feel that I'd finished this off. I wanted to get the bales before we start the next cut. This is just going to go like it's a normal Let's Play after this. I always do that with all of the new Let's Plays, just give them a bit of a bit of a chance really to get established and to get quite a lot of work done, and then it just becomes the same as all the others. It takes its turn, so that's what we're going to do, even though it's a I've been thinking lots of things at work earlier, like about was it the right decision to do what I did, and I thought what makes Calmsden, and I thought, well, I love the village is a little bit special, whereas otherwise, here we're just in another set of fields. But I thought, but that's true really of any map, and you can't always... It is true the main farmyard is in the very epicentre of Calmsden village, which is beautiful. So I definitely concur on that. That's definitely true. Do we need to time lapse this? I'm not sure we do. Yeah, I'm very pleased. I know I've changed it again. It's got a bit of black and red on it. It wasn't really by design, but it was the colours, but where it is, and I thought, well, that's actually not too bad. I always want it to have the mark of, you know, like BI Industries, but it was a bit intrusive, and I like it now because it's just wood. It is just a old wood with a little bit of red and black on it, just for show. I've got rid of all of the bits and bobs, the tiles that were like coming through, and now it's just different sort of colours of woods, but it was taken from one of the sheds, and I really like the look of it for old worn wood, which is obviously what we're trying to go for with BI Industries, is literally like reclaimed materials is what we sort of do and build all of our stuff with, which is why it's so reasonable. I would like a premise to like why things are reasonable. I think probably 1.5 sets of these, and we'll do it. Now, I did realise, I was looking in editing, I was thinking the BJs are really, this is very much like the Let's Play where I got sets. Marty set me a challenge on one of the English maps, and the BJ was really probably exactly the same level as this, which is, I think it's bringing in roughly about 10k a day. So it's a very poor business, but it is still a business. It obviously we may well find this feels too much for feeding the BGA. I don't think it's. I mean, there were 2 months where it didn't seem. It is doing some processing. I mean, the digestate is insane. If we could sell digestate, that would be something else entirely. Yeah, we really would. If Missy B had, I looked again on the model. There are beautiful. A dragon trailer, fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I got mine to work on it. My little BI Industries one, which is not bad either. But it's also very reasonably priced. Something like 5,600. I thought that was a real smashing price. Yeah, very, very nice. Almost, that's touching on like by the TPS from Sariga. And I would imagine that's probably the equivalent, because obviously FS25 money is like, you spend it like water. It's like multiplied on how expensive everything is in comparison to FS22. So yeah, I'm interested in doing this to see how. I've still not done the collisions. I was going to do it, and I thought, I've been at work all day, I really don't fancy like doing that. But I have shifted I've not shifted, it's invisible. Yeah, you can't see it. It's got no collisions, nor can you see it anymore. It did look a bit odd. It was, when I first did it, I obviously manually added one, not realising it was yeah, I didn't realise what dynamically loaded parts were, whereas now I do. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with that. It looks how I wanted it to look, really. That's not bad. That's not a bad unload rate. No, straight in, no faffing around, no build-up of bales. It just goes straight in, which is exactly what you want. Fantastic. I do like that. You know, it's all about trying to get the rates right and all the rest of it. And it is true, I would like to do one of the production silos. It's weird, I seem to be doing more placeables than I thought. Oh, but I've got to be honest, productions, there's always been a lot of good vehicles, but the one thing I found in FS22 was, although there were a lot of placeables, there were way too many fertiliser plants. There were also a lot of mods that, by my standards, were too... And that's why I'm trying to be balanced. It's so easy to create an unbalanced mod. There's a beautiful bakery. Bakery stroke... yeah, there's a lot of mods with quite insane cycles. And I don't want to overpower a Let's Play. I think balance is important, so that's why I'm trying to... I didn't like go mad, or I had the radio tower for a little bit on one Let's Play, and I thought, no, this is just it's too much. It's a bit like the Lords, it'll win it for me. It's like having 3 income streams in one, and you really don't need... Right. Yeah, it's sort of... It's... Yeah, well, 3 businesses, like, is quite phenomenal. Filling? Oh no, it'll be diesel. Yeah, I've got everybody ready. I don't think fertiliser, if I remember rightly, base game, you cannot fertilise when it's like this. You've got to do it straight after. I'd forgotten, and I thought, oh, we've got the course laid in. So, although we'll be using that for something else, the fence I brought up, it got stuck. I shall show you on the map. Yeah, the gates were shut. Here, so it literally banged into the gates, and I looked and I thought, why is he parked by that down there? So I've just rescued him and brought him across. Yeah, obviously we sort of tried to bring it across, and he got that far, so that wasn't too bad. So I've got these all ready for battle in the morning. Just like to see, yeah, on the... Yeah, I'm going to knock the cycles down talking about... Yeah, and I've also done a better picture. It's an actual picture of the real thing rather than the original red silo that it was when it was first made. So, yeah, the silage maker. I'm going to knock that down to... I'm doing time... Yeah, it's because it's an hourly rate. The cycles per month is like a multiplication of what you see inside the mod. So I've got to sort of do it by feel. So I think I'm at 12 or something like that. So if I don't get down to 10, I think I'll be down to about 240, which is about the same as everybody else. So it's not really that terrible, actually. It's, yeah, only like 48 tons more. And I was like thinking about how much storage, and I thought, come on. I thought Omatana had 2 million litres in that little tiny building. I'd have 500,000 litres. It's the same storage in both of them. So it's not too unbelievable, not really. This managed quite well with this, actually. I do love the little mass. It's a perky little thing, it really is. Yeah, so we've got our new lights, and we have our new big building. It's true, I would love to. We've got to go all the way. What I'd like to do, and I might well do it, is put an entrance in here, because we have to run all the way up to the top, and we do own this. So I know Oxygen David wouldn't allow it, but what I mean is I can take this and put a gate in instead. I can edit it, and then we'll literally stick a gate in. Because if you owned it, and this is what I always say, and not having a go at Oxygen David, but in real life, if I was the owner of this, I could just like... And that's the one thing that's always got me about Oxy's maps, and that is like the fact that you can't... You know, like, it's everything... I mean, it's maps themselves. It's not Oxygen David's fault. It's the way you handle it, although you can do them as objects that can be removed, because JM Gaming does it. But again, Oxygen David does the maps how he wants, and you can vote with your feet, and I'm here. So yeah, as I say, it is the right of him to do it, but I can just do that, and I think I will. I'll make us a gate down here because it's an awful lot more convenient for us to get to. Is it? Let's just have a quick look. Are we? Whoa, that took so long. Now, it is the sell point one though, isn't it? But we could put it up there. Really, that wouldn't be too bad a thing. Although, is it that far? I don't suppose so. Right. The other thing we're going to do, once this starts in earnest, when it's normal, I am going to do a lot of mixing. I'm going to do a time lapse. We're going to grab, let's stick some straw in red. No. So don't, this is just basically us taking stock of everything. I'd like to go through, because we've done what we set out to do. We've got the grass in 233,000 litres. The bionic dairy has got 8,000 litres. It's got all, yeah, I must still speed up the buffalo mozzarella. I would say it's approaching, I should say about half a tonne a month for any cheese making thing. And this is supposed to be a good one, not a poor one. The butter's doing very well. Now then, was this on green still? It is. Yeah. Can't really sell the mozzarella until the morning, so we'll sell it all as one. Yeah, it's a nest egg. It does go up and down. It's yellow sometimes. I think this is just butter, though. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I should have blocked this as well and just sold it. I'm trying to block them and sell them like production sell rather than actually do that. Yeah. Right, so then. Sales. Yeah, exactly as we left it. And we've done everything. This should grow. One more stage, I believe. I'm trying to think of everything else. That's right. Yeah, so I mean, again, always love to hear from yourselves, because what we could do is another thing is we could have a split farm. We do still own the yard. We do. So we've still got 500,000. We could still do some damage over there. I mean, this is yeah, so it's only, yeah, we could buy Field 5 and have a bit of a split farm, really, where we have the grass equipment over here for doing the BGA work, and we have a team over there to do that. I'm obviously, the thing is, we've got our cows over here now. But again, a split farm, it's not that far as the crow flies, really. It's not that long a thing to go down there and go into the village. Yeah, we also own technically that as well, don't we? And this, yeah, if you look carefully, we also own this entire section down there. So it is quite a bit. Oxygen David's been very generous. If you wanted to do a true start from scratch with absolutely no thing, there's a I think that's, yeah, that might be accessible. You've got all of that land there that's yours, and all of this land here, and it is a grass, so you could really have a start from scratch with just the periphery, although I don't know that you'd own it if you were on start from scratch. So it is a monstrous field, though. It really is. This is almost Little House on the Prairie. That is, actually. Yeah, field 23 area, 12.49 hectares. If I remember rightly, Little House on the Prairie was something like 21. So it was like, or it might have been 26. It was big, but this is, you see what the difference between this and Rumbos Road is, I can see the edge of the field. I can see the hedge. You could not see the hedge. You couldn't see the end of the field. It was that far on Rumbos. So really, it still holds the biggest grass that we've ever seen, really. Right, let's go through till the morning. Feed for animals. Yeah, I think it's still probably get away with one more. Meadow slurry is really going high. Oh wow, I've got 6,750 litres of, let's get that done. I'm not sure if this can do it. I really do like this. When I first saw it, I was debating whether or not I was even going to like put it in, because I'm not. But, you know, but I've got to be honest, it really is a beautiful bit of kit with its, obviously it can, repair. It's got a 4,000 litre diesel tank, so it's a mobile, which is really brilliant, even for just that alone. And then the fact that it can, like, not sure if it will grab this or not. No, I didn't think it would, but it was worth a shot. Right, so we need to grab the Massey, and let's get this milk done. I don't want anything leaving. It should be done. It's a bit muggy out. We're going to need to put some, like, yeah, don't know how to do it. I'm a bit split because this is really the farmyard in some ways. Obviously the bees, yeah, we've put like the sheds and that down. I would have liked to have done it out down here and have that as the centre. Still am a little bit torn as to whether we still do that and have this central sort of thing, which should, well, we have lost a little bit. I think we will. We've got those sheds as well, but I'm not really worried for how much they actually are. Of course, I've I've gone and done my Causeway courses again, which means I'm going to have to do that all again. So I do like the way Oxygen David's given you that for £1, the service shed. That is quite, because it's not just, let's be honest, it's quite a sizable building. If you put 2 or 3 on the thing, that is like deal of a lifetime. Right, so let's see. Let's stick this one down. And I think we will. We'll have this as the central. We'll stick it somewhere here, I think. Oh, I'd like it more central like that. It's like really part of the... Yeah, that's probably not too... Now, it might have some grass on the field. That's, yeah, it has. That is stopping us actually... putting it down, so we need to do a bit of softening. Such a shame to get rid of that, but it might. In fact, let's just... Surprising how you just cannot see a bit of stuff like that. So let's try that again. Yeah, just this feels like home, this bit of the field, as in like, and like lugging all the way up to the... Oh, actually, yeah, we probably were about right. Yeah, we just need to put it in B mode. Wouldn't it be easier to drag the trailer around that's in the way? Yeah, I am really hoping it's... I always feel funny because obviously we know that our animals... I mean, I'd have to put straw in to warrant me buying and then paying myself back for the manure. But we all know you would be getting manure. It really is awful because you sort of think, I shouldn't need to do this. You know, animals produce manure. But then it's like you're guessing. You're like thinking, is 10 tonnes all right? Is 15 tonnes all right? It's just that sort of trying to gauge. Yeah, no, that's just the Causeway course. Trying to gauge what is fair. Right, let's try and have a look. We do need enough room to like turn around. I'm going to have to completely do my courses again. I think what we'll do is what we did before. We'll actually mark out some dry grass, or else Causeway will not understand what it's about. Now, if we do like that, like... Oh, okay. Why is that? I would say that's not far off. Right, let's do a little bit of dry grass. I'm not sure I like that dry grass though. It's a bit too... Grass dry, grass cuts, grass fresh clovers. But I don't... yeah, grass dirt. What's that look like? Well, yeah, that seems alright. Right, so then, that's just... Got to be fairly sizable as well. Oh, my life, I think it's a little bit too sizable. The trouble is, it goes from one sort of size to another. Right, I think what we'll do, rather than have some awkward thing, we'll save this for productions, so that Causeway just doesn't see that section of the field. Let's just smooth that as well. Soften. I still want to say smooth, because you're smoothing. It is true. It really is true. That is exactly what you're doing. And exactly, it is now very much like FS19, where it really was called smoothing. And this is what you're actually doing. Whereas FS22, it really was softening. It didn't take from one side and like equal. I would say, if you're going to be honest, it's an equalizer. It takes from one side and builds up from another. It's quite an amazing, which is why I'm very glad it's back. Right, so that is the shed this side. It has shrunk the field a little bit, but we can have a bit of a closer look at it now. Although I did show it really. Hang on a minute. Oh, you Wally, you put the wrong one down. That's the American one. Do you know? I mean, it's still nice. We're determined, so like, well, I suppose it shouldn't be too bad now for placing it down. I could have sworn that was where the UK model one was, on the... Oh, it isn't. It's that one. Oh, okay. Right, okay, let's just check. It looks like there's still a bit of soft... It's amazing. It goes in... You've just levelled it and it still goes and costs you another... I know I should have got it right. It's my fault, really. It really is. Nobody else to do this for but myself. So I'm not sure we shall see, really, if we do get... Obviously, we didn't have this down for this morning when we actually had this. Yeah, the only thing that's a little bit odd is the brick in the middle. But I quite like it, but obviously... Would you have that in real life? Well, I don't really think you would. And I'm not keen on the green. I might actually... These were special panels in the mod, so I think I might be able to get rid of them. But then in another thing, if you're trying to go for an old building, is that right? I mean, I've got the tatty paint on purpose, the black. Still got the black and red of BI Industries with the doors. So yeah, you can... The only thing that is a bit odd is it's bricks, but it's sort of following wooden beams. I think I need to get rid of the beams. I think that's me, the way that I did it, because I can do something about it. It looks a little bit odd, but only when you get really close. It's sort of achieved the aim that I wanted. It's definitely more European than American, so definitely good. I did fall in love with it on Riverbend Springs. I thought it was a little bit expensive, although it is large. I would imagine it wouldn't be a cheap thing. But obviously, as is like a second-hand, you could say it's, yeah, all reclaimed material, so it's pretty much half price. So it's not bad. Right, so 491152, and we are now going to go through. I do. It feels more like home. I really did love this when I was on Riverbend Springs. So yeah, this is going to be the farm, the main shed that we have for our things over this side. Yeah, we will. I love the side, yeah, and I do like the veranda type ones as well. Did use all of these on Riverbend Springs. Absolutely fantastic. And these two, yeah, it was just an amazing building, full stop. And then, of course, you've got your main one inside. Yes, I've got to be honest, Giants did excel themselves on this one. It is beautiful, it really is. I mean... Well, as I've done it, it's a little less than beautiful, but then it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be exactly as it looks. Right, so then, enough waffling. Let's go through till the morning. And I'm glad we've got the harvester. And it is true as well. Oh, we were going to do the... Yeah. Getting sidetracked. We were going to do the milk, I believe, was the main task. We do need to fill this up. This has not had any... We just need to repair the massey as well. It's a little bit battered. I do love it. Oh, it's done it. It did it already. You just need to be close to it. Amazing. Yeah, I wish it would... I was going to say heal. I wish it would repair itself. that really isn't in the best place there, is it? Not sure if I'm a bit too far out. Wow, nearly 7 tons. That's 2 days worth, which is brilliant. That seemed faster than that last time. Yeah, that did seem a little bit slow. Stick this under cover with where the little equipment can go, really. Although with this being grass equipment and this being a grass field, I think was that's still a bit not quite softened enough. I think, yeah, this could go in these little bays where the little equipment like fertilizer spreaders and that can go. The smaller things, says as he wrecks it. Yeah, because we're going to be in and out with the grass equipment is what I'm thinking. Right, so now we can go through till tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's not bad actually. I quite like that. So you won't... Yeah, obviously it's better for like... I do like that. That is really quite nice. Wow. Let's go through till 8 o'clock in the morning. Bird song. Beautiful bird song. That was one of my favourite things about Calmsden. Going down the main street and listening to the bird song near the house. It's really beautiful. Absolutely. Always lifts my spirits when I go through the middle of Calmsden. Now that's something I will miss. Yeah, that was right about the grass, definitely. 15971. Now I would say... because although we had one of those before, I would say that is actually making an impact, because that isn't normally that. That was a one-off. You don't very often get a very high... It can be as little as 3 grand and as high as about 15, 16,000. But I don't believe... Obviously, this is very similar. So we might find with the two of them probably a consistent 5 or 6,000 and like a high like that. I don't know if you'd ever get like an overlapping if you got one where the solar and the wind power was at its height on the same day. You may even get a 20, but I think it'd be a very, very rare one. It does look like it is actually doing, though, the same thing. Oh, my life, what is it with these mowers? We could have equipped, like, and the Nosh, again. Gordon Bennett. And the Sugar Beets... Special sugar beet harvester. Right, so then, yeah, I'm going to leave it here. It might be a short session, but we've done some quite, again, it's more about, I would like this to be a nice farm and all the rest of it. We may go into something else animal wise as well. Now then, let's just see how our silage is doing it, like as in, is it backing up or 195 tons. It's done all of the grass, all of it, and it's distributing. So we had 200 seed. It really is not a lot is going out to the biogas plant. It is really quite, yeah, the digestate those. I mean, Oxygen David's digestate recipe is absolutely brilliant. Methane, I presume the methane will sell straight away as well as with all of the BJs now. The cash isn't terribly good. We have noticed that. The cycles, yeah, the manure's only 1273. That's really good for electric. A little bit of methane, an awful lot of digestate. Look at that, super recipe. Yeah, definitely. And the slurry likewise is about the same. Sugar beet cuts a little bit less. So the silage is super duper, and does 2,402 litres storage. Now, how much is it actually doing? 24 times 2,120. That's about 50 odd tons. Yeah, it's roughly 50 odd tons of silage a day. So it is a bit of a poor one. And I'm not. That's not. I'm just saying that obviously, that would say I would say the cut was about 700 or 800,000 litres, which by my reckoning would mean that one cut would almost do an entire year, and we've got 3 cuts. So we needs to do. I mean, obviously, you could say one cut's for the BGA, one cut is for feeding the animals all year long, and I would say that's not far off, roughly, and that means one cut, which, yeah, we'll see what we can do with the other cuts profit. Just sell the silage, we could do, or yeah, that's a good one as well, the compost mod, because if you consider it, silage, if it rotted, would pretty much make compost, but then so would most biomaterials. It is quite an interesting thing, and they did get the price right. In some ways, I think it was because the fertilizer mods were so easy to do, and I fell into that trap. So next session we will cut these fields. Before I go, what I am going to do is I'm going to lay the courses in again, being as yeah, typically. But at least now we've done the field so that we can literally put more things here where that line is drawn. So whether it's animals or productions or whatever, we can now put them all down here. So that's amazing. Animals, that is a point. Being as we're not doing a lot. When is the reproduction? All my life, 70% reproduction. We're nearly going to fill the enclosure in a few months. That's amazing. It is amazing, actually. We've only gone to April. Have they got a lesser cycle then than normal? No, I think it's the same, but it's amazing. Reproduction 70%. Fantastic. Right, it is 3 tons of buffalo milk. That is brilliant. Yeah, I'm hoping Rolly Christie brings his my cow pasture across, because that's, apart from the problem it had with water, it will run out in time when they got older. Has this been... No. Did you notice? No. Right, so that, I think that's when we'll leave it. It will be a short session, but yeah, we've done all that we want to do. Oh, we need to shift this out of the roads. Now that is a point. They're going to see... Yeah, we're going to need to sort of cut across there, otherwise it's going to, like... What I mean is I'm trying to think of how the course is going to be. Can I remember which grass I liked? Grass, dirt. That one there. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we will do it from about there and just join it like there. And then it's not a bad sort of shape, and this is going to be left as sort of like part of the farmyard, and that very luckily went in the through. It will go around there. Yeah, so the courses should be quite nice, and you know, that is what we're going to do next session. So again, a few improvements on the farm itself. I'm very pleased that I did the little islands. I know a lot of people may consider that odd, but it really is the best place in the field. Something I know that's just me all over. Sometimes try to do things the best way, but it's not always the way that people expect you to do it. But it really is the most, well, it's the central point. So it's the closest bit to everywhere. Whereas if you did something here, it's a long way away from there. But obviously it does cause a bit of an issue. But I've got to be honest, farmers are really good at missing something like that. So I'm quite sure I'm not the only farmer that's ever done like an island like that. So there we go. Yeah, so we're still looking for other businesses, because obviously we've just sort of said, and we've hit a block where we realise that this business is not, even with the... I mean, we've got a couple of good generators. Not that I put this down for the generator, but it is a fantastic generator. And we've got the biogas plants that is obviously making us some cash, and also the digestate, which is really going through the roof. So it would be beautiful if we could like get something like the slurry yard. I mean, we're pretty much bursting at the seams. We've still got quite a lot of silage in there, and it is going to go down slowly. So that's a couple of months worth. We're going to now then chuck in almost 1 million litres into everywhere, really. So we're going to fill our silos. I am going to try... I did this one really as a very low grade storage, but I am going to make like a tall one as well. Maybe the same type I do like it. They're obviously, we all recognise these are the Asian matte ones, but they are very cute. And the lids on them are very... But I might actually go for a more traditional rounded top that would suit anything, maybe for the bigger one, so that I'm not just favouring that. But I just thought it was quite cute, really. The actual roof on them, very different. So, yeah. But that's where I'm going to leave it. Yeah, do we need to... I don't think we will... This one, I don't think we'll do a catch-up, because the session itself is sort of a catch-up and a like where we're going to go. And again, I am interested in, like, what you guys and gals think we should do. Whether you're happy with me to stay here, or whether we do partially move back to where we've got the farmyard already. Do we do a split sort of let's play? Because I'm quite happy to do that. We do own that entire yard. Yes, again, the ball's in your courts. Let me know what you think. And all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.